At my husband's 50th birthday celebration, he got drunk and accidentally revealed that in his early college days, he experimented with the other side every now and then he briefly considered himself as bisexual. When he graduated from college, he joined my church, which is where we met. He explained that ever since finding God, he never experimented with the other side again. I never knew about any of that prior to his birthday party recently. I have not been able to look at him the same. To me, a man who has a sexual experience with another man is gay. So now I feel a way about my husband, and it has become very difficult to be turned on by him. In our 8 years of marriage, he has never shown any signs of bisexuality at all. Had he not gotten drunk at his party and accidentally said it, then I would have never known, and things would be normal in our household. But I'm struggling trying to get past what I learned about him. 8 years of marriage is not insignificant, and I love him. But every time I look at him now, I think about his past experiences in college with men, and I am instantly disgusted. I can't say that God can fix anything if I refuse to believe that he fixed my husband, but I still feel away.
Tough one.
Wait.
That's a tough one.
This a doozy here.
I mean,
what you think, nephew?
I mean, I feel like in my, this is my personal belief. I feel like when you cross over on that side, it's no coming back, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So I think that, especially with him not telling her off the break, she shouldn't have found out 8 years later either. That should have been something that he let her know of, when they first started getting up to that point. You know what I mean? And it's tough.
Wait.
I agree. Go ahead.
So Q, you're saying that a person should reveal all of their little, their past transgressions if they're about to get married?
I think if it's something like as significant as, you enjoy same sex. Yeah, I think that's something that should be known if you get married, because you should know that everything sexually. You should know your spouse's or your significant other's sexual tendencies and what they're into. And even if it's something that that they did in the past, especially I feel like as a man, I can only speak as a man. As a man, I feel like that is major. You know what I mean? And it's not something that you could just wash away like, okay, well, I was into that, but now I'm not. And you don't. If you're not, then why you don't tell it off the break?
And so that's 100% what I was going to say. So when you say little, you can't mention the word little with that incident. That's a big incident.
Big.
That's not little. And so, that could affect the other person depending on how many times you guys have been in that situation. So that's not something that you can hide safely and make that person feel comfortable. So that's like a resentment thing. They're going to resent you for that. Once you tell them, once we married and this and that, and you drunk, like you had to be drunk, which means you probably, like he said, wouldn't have revealed that situation.
But I feel like he just waited for his moment to reveal it. I don't think the liquor had it, that much to do with it. I think that's just a reason to do what he's been waiting to do for a while now.
What do you guys think in the audience? Because we want to get some of you guys. We're the men, so we want to get a woman's opinion. Do you think a man can be transformed? What's the singer guy that was a gospel singer and he had a situation? Who?
Donnie McClurkin.
Donnie McClurkin, same thing. So do you think God can? Do he have kids yet?
Donnie McClurkin was.
Yeah, that's another story.
He was molested, though. It wasn't by his choice.
Yeah, but I'm saying, the question is, do you believe that a man can actually, first of all, do you think they should have told his wife prior to being married? And secondly, do you think he can actually be transformed from that situation? That's it.
My opinion is that I believe that God can fix their actions. I believe that he can fix your mindset in reference to what you act on. I don't believe that if you have that thought that it can be changed. If that's a thought that you had, it's going to resurface whether you say it out loud or whether it stays in the clouds. It's there, so.
What thought you saying?
The thoughts of
just
the
thoughts
same
of
sex.
being with another man. If you've ever done it before, and even if you haven't done it, but you thought about it before, whether you do it or not, the thought is there. So, of course, that's something between you and God. But as far as the fixing of it, I just believe that you can, it takes a a lot of self-control. Some people have really good self-control and they can control their actions, but their
Right.
mind, that doesn't mean they're not going in that closet and looking at some magazines or
something.
whatever, or something to fixate off of what they cannot do because of what people would think or what they would say. So I definitely think that if you think it,
So let me ask you, so would you deal with a situation like that if you was married?
not.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
going to get a hard no.
So that was going to be my next question, Ms. Yandy. I was going to say the same thing. So just to keep it moving because we run out of time, I'm going to just say this. I don't know how you even find yourself experimenting as an experiment with that kind of situation. I've never been that drunk on no kind of drugs or nothing that hit me in the back of my neck and say, you know what you need? You need the same dude to come rub up on you. I never felt, and I'm not knocking nobody that feel that way, but I'm just saying, again, you get to stand on your truths, just like y'all stand on y'all truths. That's my truth. I'm not knocking anybody's feelings towards it or whatever, how you think, but I feel that that's a no. And I just don't know how you find yourself experimenting with another man. I don't know how. I got a lot of homies, and they different states, and they all different shapes and sizes. And they neither one of them made me feel no kind of way in my damn life to say, come over here and let's do a thing, because I want to experiment with you. I've been drinking or whatever I was doing. It just ain't, I don't want that drug. And so I don't know that she can get that out her mind is what I'm saying, because you didn't be honest, so there's a struggle. And so now you're deceptive, right? You've been deceptive. And you only got caught because you caught yourself. You put yourself out there. So I don't know if she's ever going to trust you again, because it's like you broke the trust. And that's a hell of a thing to break it with. Like that's
major.
That's not like you snuck out with your high school sweetheart.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's major.
Yeah.
I don't know that I agree and disagree. And the only part I disagree with you all is that he was dishonest with her. Like he didn't lie to her. Like if you meet someone and you feel like your past life is your past life, it's irrelevant to you anymore. Like if I meet a man, I'm not going to tell him how many.
It's not irrelevant, Terry, because your past life, the way you was living, could affect me. See, like if you was doing, like if for instance, if you find a whore and she just done hump, like her body count real dumb, like it's wild, right? Well, that's a reckless lifestyle, right? So if she doesn't reveal that to me and she tell me she got 4 bodies, you know how y'all do, you know, I multiply, but she say I got 4, which is like 40, but she got like 140, right? Well, guess what? That's dangerous. That could be dangerous because that's reckless, and so that could come on me. So I think I'm gonna need to know a little bit more.
Not that anymore, though.
I don't care. Yeah, but
then
Terry,
my question is, if it's not something major, then why would it even matter you know what I mean?
Yeah, he
it wouldn't matter.
Revealed it if it
it wouldn't be a revelation then.
Yeah, you wouldn't trap her and marry her first and then get drunk and say it. You would just be like, look, we need to talk about some things.
Yeah.
You know, before we get into this marriage. I mean, I had a lifestyle at one time, and I got drunk a few times, and me and my homies whooped it. And so I'm gonna think you need to.
Him and the homies.
Yeah, me and my homies. You know, we was playing.
Him and his good
so,
men.
yeah, and a lot of men do that too. A lot of women don't know. But a lot of dudes do that too and play like it's all cool. And that's what I hate. If you're gonna be gay out loud. Like just be who you are. But if you closet gay and all that, then you affect other people's lives. You mess other people's lives up. You know what I mean?
Be what you want. Like what you want.
Yeah, do what you do.
Yeah, for sure.
But be straight up about it. If you're that cool to be that way, then be bold enough to be that way. You know? That's how I feel. So anyway, enough of that. What's up, Natalia? Let's keep it moving. Terry, it's a no.
Yes.
All right, we're going to go to a commercial break, you guys. We're going to leave that alone because we'll never get resolved. But I will say, I think that the young lady needs to be honest with her feelings and don't drag it out any further. If she can't accept it, she should get it gone. All right, we'll be right back.